as the Allies, oh shit, are about to walk into a brick wall. As, oh my lord. Holy Stuarts, run. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 bringing you another Company of Heroes 3 replay. This is a 3v3 on Gaza landing ground. We got ourselves a number of key combatants here. 2 Brits, 2 Doc versus with a Vermach, and 1 American. We got ourselves Johnny High Roller, Imbaked, Cheeto 420. Seems like some people that are trying to blaze it up here, if I do say so myself. We also got Dark Phoenix, Actol, and Rakondis. A number of interesting names, but who is the one who's made this replay? Well, you have to stay tuned to the very end to find out. But to all my supporters, to everyone who likes, subscribes on the video, thank you so much. To those who have early access and watching this video before it goes live on YouTube, through Patreon or through Twitch, very kind of you all. Actually, also YouTube channel member, that's now a thing. You want to support the channel member, you get some emotes, as well as early access to Discord and videos, stuff like that. So, some nice little perks and upgrades. And, you know, besides my eye that you probably in YouTube will start seeing in videos with an eye patch, you know, doing better. I still need my glasses, but, you know, still good enough to cast this replay. Though, as you can tell, I'm currently got my standing desk back in order, or a new standing desk to kind of fix the old one, and now I can actually be a little bit more mobile. So we'll see how that goes. You know, hoping for the best, but expect the worst. But what will the Allies expect? That is the question. Well, they're expecting this 250 from Rakondis just pushing back the infantry section. We do got a Weasel moving on in to grab the territory. However, it has no main weapon. And currently, it has to deal with 2 250s. Now, Rakondis, you could say, well, that's stupid. These things are terrible against infantry, as we just saw. Barely did anything against the infantry section out of cover, in no cover whatsoever. But you have to remind yourself, don't think of these as offensively in the way machine guns, though we're probably going to see it kill this Weasel. What we're actually most likely going to see is 2 mortar half-tracks. The reason is to bomb the Brits back, because yes, they do have the Bishop, they have some good artillery if they go Indian artillery, which, let's double check to see what he went. British armored, actually, for Cheeto. Not Indian artillery. Jody go Indian artillery? Yeah, well, yeah, one of them has to. Like, one of them went Bersaglieri. It's just kind of a thing. Fallschirmjäger? Yeah, Fallschirm Pioneer. Okay. But, so we at least know a decent chunk of what the Allies are bringing in. What's the American bringing in? Oh, duh, Special Operations, the Weasel. That makes a lot of sense. Let's see, Dark Phoenix went with the Bersaglieri, so the Italian combined arms. We got the Arco going with the Luftwaffe, and Rakondis, what are you going? Italian infantry, interesting choice. But, again, a nice wide selection of battle groups, so no stale sort of commanders, no repeats. Nice to see, nice to see. Also kind of keep things with Cheeto. That way it keeps, a lot of you guys mentioned about the color, it can be a little bit hard to keep track of. I'll try to keep it on one player to keep things a little bit normal. Wow, the Bersaglieri player, aka Dark Phoenix, so confident he's building an early cache for fuel, and that's not a terrible idea. Get that early fuel, which we can see right here, 23 and 50 respectively, so not too shabby, and grabbing territory, a lot of munitions, by the way. That's 60 munitions that'll be going to the Axis early on. Also, flamethrower unit, get that clown car going. Too bad we don't have a second one. To burn the Americans out of mid. So even though they are concentrated, and these things don't have, again, the best main weapons, does not matter, because they will just burn the Allies into paste. That man is literally on fire. Okay. Oh my god. Well, they got it. That's for sure. They absolutely held on to that territory. Americans taking heavy losses from that hit. British do have AT rifles, but again, they're slow. They can't exactly run over and deal with it, unlike the Bersaglieri, which are the Speedy Gonzales of the Italians. Just running all over the place and just being pretty much a nuisance to the Americans. I mean, to be fair, Rakondis is kind of being a bigger nuisance with his flamethrower, which I absolutely love the fact that he is currently curb stomping the Americans with these things. That's pretty damn funny. But What will the Allies do? Well, again, that we just mentioned that infantry section. I do like how it looks like they just stole an MG-34. At the very least, decapped it. Both of them have the ET ability, so they should be able to put down any light armor. But, as I recall, there's two mortars that can start pounding these guys. And some, well, better infantry that can go toe-to-toe. So, we'll see how that goes. Again, the infantry section, if they get some, you know, bonuses through their... over here we got the training center and specifically the infantry training. If they start getting that, then even though they have AT in with their upgrades, they'll still pack a decent punch. Not great, but it'll be enough to compensate for the lack of you know, Brens or even the recon package. Fortunately, a fighting position just went the way of the dodo. Something just exploded, besides the mortar, I should say. Let's see. See a lot of dead planes. Half-tracks are moving on in, and they're trying to be a little ballsy and go for it, but I think they're going to target, if I was them, target the unit with the flame unit. Though, that one infantry section is very weak. Mortar fire is now coming on in. They might actually get the kill here. Hot damn. I thought they would just gain mortar half-tracks, but no. I mean, it still didn't kill it. The guy has, like, hold on. Let me check. 18 health left. Half-track still making out. Oh my god. The Mad Lad actually survives an engagement. Hell of a push by Recondis. Really great job there. Mortars continue to pound any stable position the Allies might bring up, though the American does have a decent fighting force. No bars, though. No upgrades. But still, we'll have to see what he does next. We have the, oh my god, Fallstream Pioneer, try to grab territory. Going a little bit overboard. Honestly, you have to. You're already putting a lot of pressure on the Allies. Your best bet would have been more defensive, but I get you want to cause absolute chaos for the Brits. Unfortunately, you still need to retreat that unit, but it's not here or there. Did he just get another half-track? He did. Except this one is coming with the Assault Grenadier, so he's going to have 3 half-tracks. That makes me think of a lot of mortars coming toward the enemy. Hold on. Rakonda's going with the light armor approach, though, unlike the half-tracks, the light armored Italian tanks, some might and have said they are super heavy tanks, but the actual classification is advanced super heavy ultra tanks. But we'll just consider them light tanks, just to keep things simple, you know. They're so heavily armored and strong that they actually loop around in the light and go back to light armor. That's the it just makes sense. But anyway, so these light tanks take a few hits, get pushed back. The other one got wrecked. Again, solid job by the 75. At least you're able to keep that contained. We also have a Stuart. Kind of makes sense. Again, even though this, you might say, well, Greyshot, it's kind of a waste to get a Stuart. Think about the Allied perspective. You're being harassed by multiple half-tracks consistently. You want to put those down. Not a bad idea. Strafe coming in for the Italian Combined Arms. Misses target, unfortunately, for him. But, what do we have? We have 2 MGs that are just laying in mid, which you could grab. Unfortunately, these Assault Grenadiers, they don't have a T. So, they're just going to be put down by the Stuart. Now, the question is, will the other German players make do with the fact that this gentleman over here is going with a lot of these light armored vehicles? Oh my god, okay. So, no, apparently we're not going with the half-tracks in terms of the mortars. We're getting autocannons for all of them. Holy crap. This is not what I expected, but also, I did not expect a bunch of Stuarts on the field. Sure. Again, Stuarts, you have to get that upgrade. It is a bit more expensive to get it, but yeah, we got 2 Stuarts right here to fight off those half-tracks. So I'm very curious to see how these guys actually perform against them. But yeah, I'll say this. I think the Stuarts can do it. I think the Stuarts can defeat those half-tracks because the half-tracks are already kind of dying. One of them got perished. The other 2 are falling apart because, again, the offensive power is not the best. It's not terrible, but I just don't find them all that effective, even with their auto guns. Now, at the very least, the Allies did take some hits. The half-track and the Hubber are both retreating back. The Burstleer grabbing the territory, but middle is decapped, which is causing the VPs to go against the Axis. I should note that I truly thought that he would go mortar half-track just to cause hell for the Allies, but again, maybe he can pull off the autocannon build. We shall see. Light, oh my god. The Italian tank is trying to go toe-to-toe with the Stuart. Buddy, that is not a good idea. Essentially, oh my, wait, holy shit. Are we actually, we're going to see some light tank action. L6s, possibly versus Stuarts. Who will prevail? Money's on the Stuart. Just because, again, if I had to bet, I'm going with the one that's maybe slightly better at fighting vehicles rather than the one that... Yeah, I'm not sure what the L6 is good at, but it's good at... I'm joking. The Flame is good against infantry, and of course, it's great for spotting. But with two of these suckers, you're going to need to be very effective at your push, and that was not an effective push. That was running into the slaughter. Stuart's just absolutely going on in. Nice job with the infantry section, providing that fire support. And the Stuarts are just breaking down. It's just a complete and utter just collapse of the Italian front. I mean, just to put in perspective, they lost 3 light tanks. Remember, 4 light tanks over the course of this game. These are heavy losses for this dock player to be experiencing, because that's cutting into his fuel, and he's cutting into his light game fuel. So if we go over to orange, we can kind of see, sure, you know, he has the Martyr being deployed, but he doesn't have that, like, end base. Luckily, we do have Actel getting the Panzer Company, and specifically getting a Panzer IV out, which makes a lot of sense. Now, the other gentleman here does have a Martyr. Okay, so he as well is not going for anything later on. Half-tracks still need repairs. Hopefully they can provide that. We do have Burstlery with bars. Not bars, sorry. They do have some of their, the Breda models. Oh my god, LMGs. Cannot talk today. My apologies. I actually got dental work today, so if I do slur or anything like that, that might be the reason for it, because I'm still a little bit numb from the Novocaine they stuck into my jaw. But, you know, we'll see how this goes. Right now, it is curious to see all the tank traps. 2 reasons. 1, cover, and 2, to stop armor charges, I guess. But, very curious to see that. Reminds me of GTA and all of his tank traps of utter chaos. Oh, but anyway, we got multiple Stuarts still in the field. That Panzer IV is moving on in. Also with Veterancy. Let's not, again, discount that. Veterancy, that little extra boost does absolutely help the Panzer IV in what it can bring against other armor of a similar note. So, oh god, we got the quad mount over here. I'm assuming you have both, right? Going a lot of man, this guy's getting every half-track imaginable. I mean, not a bad idea. The quad mount will shred infantry. Though Martyrs will definitely put down the half-track if they can actually hit it. 1 shot missed, 1 did. Seems to be hitting that cover, but luckily it was put down. So, good for them. Up north we got, oh my god, another Stuarts. My god, there's a video, one of my favorite videos, of Von Ivan beating a Panzer IV Stuart in the enemy base. Hilarious, amazing, but while I do appreciate all the light armor pushes, you're gonna have a real rough time with those Martyrs unless you get behind them. And I'm not seeing a flanking maneuver anytime soon. We got Gurkhas coming on in, but I'm just questioning. I'm questioning the light armor pushes. The Brits, unfortunately, did lose a lot. Jody, again, high rollers trying to aim big, but unfortunately fell a bit short. While the light armor continues to shred the Gurkhas slowly but surely. Gurkhas are trying to put up a fight, but again, they do have some armor on these guys, so they can take a few hits from infantry. And Gurkhas are strong, but still. We have oh wow, okay. Dropping supplies, not too shabby. Get a little bit of everything right there. We got more airborne coming on in. I'm assuming dropping a Fallschirmjäger squad at this point. Dropping a lot of, oh wait. Nice AT grenade. We just saw, yeah, I was going to say, we've seen a lot of these Fallschirm Pioneers. I expected a Fallschirmjäger to follow suit. Hold on, Panzer IV is really weak. Stuart actually beat the Panzer IV. Now that was combined effort, of course, and you know, not saying the AT absolutely did help, but that's a huge that's a counter, a very effective counter toward the Axis, as the Allies, oh shit, are about to walk into a brick wall. Oh my lord, holy Stuarts, run! Wait, we have support coming in. What is it? Oh, the Indian artillery. Stuarts are running for their damn lives. Half-track better cover. AT boys are firing as well. They're giving it their all. One of the half-tracks goes down. The other one's very low. Can we finish it off with the 6-pounder? Half-track dodges mortar, but gets put down next to his ally. And unfortunately, it looks like the Axis counterattack did not prevail as much as you may like. Though, I'll give credit. The plane did strafe and successfully kill the AT gun. So, solid job there. The problem is, it's easily an Allied line, so you can get it back. Plus, the Allies not only are getting more armor, as you can see, High Roller is just pumping out Stuarts at this rate. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I was not exactly expecting Stuarts in this capacity. When I was expecting Brits, I expected Matildas, Crusaders. Yeah, no, we are 100% seeing a light armor build from the Allies. To be fair, to counter the German light armor. But still, it seems to be working. Allies slowly gaining more momentum. We look at victory points. They're only about 40 points off now. It's pretty damn close in terms of where it was at before and where it is now. We do have some other stuff like a AA gun, which is fine. Highly recommend you check out my brother's tier list to show where the Crusader AA gun landed. Fun fact, probably not very high. I know where it is, but yeah, probably not very high. Anyway, smoke going down for some damn reason. Curious on that one. Infantry section getting close. Seems to be where that guy would specialize in, but what do I know? I'm just the commentator. Alright, at the very least, the Stuarts are healing, right? Okay, they slowly. I'm surprised he didn't get any upgrades, but maybe just saving up those munitions. Alright, a lot of half-tracks are in mid, plus you got the Chaffee, so again, it looks like Baked has a solid force to assist his ally. Probably the weakest force is blue, and I think he just lost another Stuart. We also got another Panzer IV, and Martyrs just put down the Stuart. So, yeah, High Roller, definitely low-balling right now. Definitely not getting some very high, not doing all that great. We're also fortifying the Panzer IV, at least for a moment, before the 75mm was coming on in to take some shots. Does not fire any shots at the Panzer IV, but still, I think doing pretty well overall, at least keeping the Panzer IV back, right? So, we also got a Martyr for Marcondes. Let's see. Plenty of infantry and a medical truck. I would be shocked if we didn't see a big counter to try to retake mid, because the Allies are quickly taking it back. And I suspect they'll manage to hold it, given the amount of AT in the sector. Though it is a little farther back, they need to move up to really fight that Panzer IV at this moment. So, again, we're looking at this, and what are the Axis planning? Well, Axis are planning with Martyrs, and we also have a Panzer III, and we also got a Caro. Interesting. I don't really see many Caros anymore. The M1340 tank was a very, very popular choice when CoH3 first came out, but no longer is it as popular as it once was due to receiving so many nerfs. I appreciated the Caro. I really liked the Caro for what it was, for like a essentially a cheaper Panzer III that you could essentially amplify with its veterancy bonuses, but I still appreciate the sucker. Now, what can the Axis do? Well, it looks like we have a massive counterattack, but the Brits have something. They have MGs, they have Gurkhas, they have infantry section mortar fire. Yeah, the Bursaleri are under heavy fire, being suppressed. Squads, though, are moving around to engage the infantry, killing the mortar, doing a damn good job now engaging the Gurkhas. Gurkhas now chucking grenades. You got a lot of grenades over the sector. Does quite a bit to the Bursaleri, effectively being driven away. So awesome job there. Other Bursaleri as well being pretty weak. But you do have a big push by this Panzer IV, but once again, even though the AT gun is gone, there's still Chaffee. There's another 6-pounder, and overall gets put down. Again, he keeps trying to advance where it really should. Now there's still troops that you should probably pull back, and Yeah, the half-track probably should have pulled back. Love that Chaffee doing friendly fire. We got Assault Grenadiers throwing grenades. Actually getting a decent spread. I'll think on the scouts, not the riflemen. AT gun goes down. Although Martyr goes down thanks to the other M1. I'm sorry, I said 6-pounder. M1 because it's the American. More Martyrs, and we have more M13 Caros coming on in. Damn, Allies actually starting to be on the back foot, but it's just the sheer amount of both infantry that Axis may have lost and armor that was engaging in this middle area. So solid work right there. Anyway, AT gun is opening fire against all this stuff. Not too shabby. Driving away Dark Phoenix. Although we have air support coming on in. He lost the half-track, so he doesn't have an effective AA. Oh, wait, they still have the Crusader. Never mind. Allies still have an AA weapon. And looks like Cheeto went with a, well, Churchill rather than a Black Prince. Again, Black Prince is stronger, but you can only get one. Churchill, you can deploy quite a few. Damn. I love the fact that this thing thinks it's going to shoot down the plane. That's quite funny. Because those planes are just flying around without a care in the world. Absolutely. They're slightly smoking. Eventually they'll be shot. Whoop, there it goes. No, he just broke off. They just went home. So. Alright. German forces captured mid. Really shocked we're not seeing the dock deploy a recovery vehicle. Because there are, well, easy to recover vehicles, right, that are close to the front. That I could easily see them actually getting back. Like, and it's not even too far. Like, you get a free Stuart. I know it's, you might say, well, Greyshot, what's the big? It's a Stuart. Every little bit helps, right? Every little bit helps. So, if I am the dock player, then I might try to do that. Now, that's red. Dark Phoenix is near population. Rakondas, though, not so much. He could use a little bit of help. He could use a lot of help, honestly. Panzer IV is hit by an AT grenade. Massive Allied swing with the Churchill and Stuarts. But Bristolieri actually going behind the British main armor thrust. Might try to go for... No, he's fully retreating. Never mind. A lot of armor. Again, good. A nice variety. But again, you have to make sure you use it effectively. If you try to blob that, it's just not going to go anywhere. Panzer IV, going... Oh my god. He's like Kenny. Every time he shows up, he just dies. So, amazing stuff right there. Anyway. Maybe just classic Kenny. Anyway. Panzer III also gets put down, thanks to the AT gun. 6-pounder doing work. And now we have the Caros and Martyrs. But, you still have the American coming on in. So, Baked is coming to ruin Dark Phoenix's day. Dark Phoenix still under heavy fire. We're not seeing that many losses for the Brits overall. But, again, the Crusader goes down, but we're seeing pretty much the entire collapse of the entire armored force by Dark Phoenix. AT grenade's going to hit one of the Caros. Does kill an AT gun, but the AT rifles and everything else should easily put down this Italian light armor. So, great shot right there. So, that was pretty much Dark Phoenix's entire army, right? So now he lost half his army. He does have cheap vehicles, which does help, I'm not going to lie, because again, this is 42 fuel for one of these suckers. Not too bad, but manpower, that's where it's going to get him, right? So that's where something like that Panzer III that was on the front before it got destroyed really would have came in handy, because he would have gotten a cheaper vehicle. But if the, you know, oh, actually, no, they don't really have a recovery vehicle. But if the Allies wanted to grab something, they absolutely could, because you have all of this dead armor that you could just easily grab. And the Churchill has, well, plenty of things to guard in order for... Oh, sorry. Let me try to get back. There we go. If they could bring it back. Again, you need the American Armored Group, which, I don't think... No, he went with the the I say Calliope, Whizbang. So we're not going to see that. And they're not going to get close enough to get to this stuff. So that's unfortunate. We also have cash that's going down. That's a very aggressive cache. I'm not sure about that one. But, I don't know. Maybe you could at least salvage it, right? If you get close enough with some of your, well, do you have Panzer Grenadier? What do you have? Recondas, what do you have? Oh, you don't really have that. Well, shoot. Right. Yeah, I don't. Damn. Oh, shoot, I'm way off with the salvage. Oh, no, you can still salvage with the truck. Never mind. I'm not out of the woods. You can absolutely do that. You just need to protect it, that's all. All right, Panzer IV moving on in. But massive counterattack. And we have a Sherman with the 76. Firing with everything he has. Doing the best he can. Commandos pushing on in. Indeed, artillery coming down. Massive push by combined Allied efforts. Caro decided to charge on in. Meets a similar fate to the last, oh, I don't know, 50. I'm joking. Probably the last half dozen dock forces. Strafe comes in, does very little. And now, what do we got? Artillery? I mean, okay. Flak 36 is probably a better bet to fight this stuff. Churchill moving on in, but someone tell the Gustatori that they no longer have their AT satchels. So, yeah, now you have 2 Churchills. And you thought the Stuarts were bad. Which, now we also have Bishops, which will counteract any sort of heavy artillery that he might bring up. Or at the very least, give the, give that howitzer a run for its money. Because I don't think it can hold up. I do like the idea of them, you know, building bunkers. And you know what? Recondis did get a Tiger tank. So at least he saved up for something stronger than the Churchill. But can he use it effectively? That's the question. Fires coming down, hitting it. Again, focus on the infantry. Versatillery rushing on in. Not really seeing much activity on the left. The British really playing a hard defense on this side. Churchill's under heavy fire. I'm getting deja vu from a CoH3 match. But we got that Sherman coming on in, distracting, although focus on the infantry when the bigger threat's back here. But enough was done where they did drive him back, so not too shabby. We got, looks like a recon overhead. Oh, we got recon offensive. Damn, that plane is low to the ground. It's like, watch, I could literally have my wingtip touch the ground. Oh, wait, that might be a bad idea. You think? But, again, still give credit. Even though the Axis have been, well, driven back quite heavily, they still have some good armor. Now, Actol, do me a favor. Do not sacrifice your Panzer here, alright? Let's not do that. You got this? Alright, let's keep it alive, keep things going, and have a solid fight. Let's not kill yourself immediately. Alright? Anyway, we got ourselves Martyr 3s that are in desperate need of repair, among other things. Yeah. This is gonna be interesting. And yeah, it was recon artillery. That's why the plane was going overhead. It's so damn low. Why? Again, up the height of that plane. My God. Any plane that looks like it's about to literally crash on the battlefield might be a bit too low. Just saying. Alright. Resource-wise, 30-23 for the Allies. They're looking... I was right, that's for the Allies. The Axis are looking at 24-40.
250 points remain. Prepare assembly setting up now.
Damn. I just realized I may have accidentally read the resources for the other team wrong. It's late. I'm possibly up there with some drugs. So apologies for the inconvenience if I did give the wrong resource count, which I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments. All right. Panzer IV once again tries to hold under heavy fire from artillery. Chaffee, Shermans, all engaging, and this thing has no AT. So say goodbye to the Panzer IV again. Man, Panzer IV cannot catch a break this game. Every time he comes up, he immediately dies. Martyrs, though, at least have some better luck. Effectively killing a Sherman. Very nice job. Tiger as well, backing up. Well, now, sorry, now pushing forward. Bishop's just launching heavy artillery in the whole sector. Again, they have plenty of artillery, so no reason why they don't just keep slowly trying to wear down the Axis forces. Nice shots across the board. Martyr 3 moving on in. Again, that howitzer, at the very least, it's alive. So either they're moving it or they don't have range. Either, oh wait, we actually have some counter fire from the howitzer. Again, if he gets some more lucky shots, he might be able to kill it. Not too shabby. Wow, okay. Note to self, once you fire your salvo, pull back so you don't get targeted like this. But hell of a shot. Howitzer, yeah, gets the vet 1. Very cool. Now, we do also, oh boy, idiot artillery building their 5.5 howitzers. Alright, we'll see how that goes. I'm sure the artillery, well, has range, right? I assume? Yeah, it covers. It goes all the way to here. It'll be really off, but it'll still hit. Alright, Hellcats on the field. Preferably, if you have Hellcats, well, it's great to have them on the front. The range is a little iffy, so preferably use their speed, use their maneuverability, and kind of hit units from the flank rather than just directly to the forehead. Let's see. On the right, we have British forces with the Churchill supporting, slowly advancing, grabbing territory. 5 vehicle kills for that Churchill. It is absolutely slaughtering the Axis armor, which, again, we're not seeing a whole lot. They should probably retake mid, because victory point-wise, technically, if the Axis still lead by 12 points. Army-wise, not really. We're looking at an average army size for the Allies, probably in the low 80s. Whereas for the Axis, we're looking at an average army size that is better than what I thought, but it's probably upper 60s. So, again, we'll have to see how that goes. Is that... what the wait. I think... is that a... what is that? I want to know what that... oh, is that an AT rifle? Okay, I thought it was a demo. I'm like... who the hell put a demo there? How? I mean, that would have been amazing if it would have killed that infantry section, but... no, it's just boys AT. Mine's going down on the front, I guess... I mean, if Germans still have a counter to it, why not, I guess. Churchill's just slowly wearing down the infantry. Allies retaking mid. Again, the infantry's pushing forward, but they're taking heavy losses from the armor. I love the burst artillery. Just like, yes, we have him on the ropes. We can't even scratch him. Wait, no, that's not right. On the left, we have... oh, we actually do have a half-track. And he is... Dark Phoenix is bringing back some of the armor. Again, Hubber and the Stuart's not going to be a huge deal, but at least it's something to kind of deal with. A Chaffee, for instance. Definitely a Stuart with support could take it down. Oh, another Panzer IV. Actol. How long is this one going to survive? 10 seconds? 20 seconds? 25 seconds? Alright, given the location, it can survive at least a minute or two, but still. Oh, there we go. Oh, Panzer III actually got the kill there. Though also barely alive, I might add. Alright. Armor's pushing in. He's probably going to lose it again at this rate. Dude, what are you doing? He's charging it. I'll give credit. But I don't expect a Hubbard to beat a Sherman. Tiger making it slow, steady advance. Slow and steady is definitely how I see it. There's an AT gun right there and 2 Shermans. Buddy, you're not going to win that fight. I like the Tiger. It's good, but it's not that good. Alright, did decrew the AT gun, and the Sherman took some bad hits. But again, some decent recon artillery, and that thing is a goner. Alright, Stuart from High Rollers all back on the right. More Churchills to take the territory. We do have Gurkhas that are holding onto the VP, throwing grenades. Will that actually do anything? No. No, it did not. We got a small push coming in with a verbal wind. You know, at least they have a counter to the plane, I guess, and that's not a bad idea. Again, if you have the recon artillery come in, just shoot down the plane, and you'll be in a much better state. Alright. We got the plane flying on in. We got 2 Martyrs on standby with a Tiger. And let's see. German forces try to take left, but again, it's not just 1 point. They need multiple points in order to really fight it out and actually keep themselves alive. But, yeah. I'm not seeing... If anything, I see the Allies. I'll have the Fort Assembly just to heal the armor on the front. That's good to have. A little close for comfort, but if the Allies think they can hold that position, not a terrible idea. Not at all. So, what do we got? Well, we got the British slowly pushing on right. Lots of Martyrs. If they can have something screened. Remember, screening is seeing the target far away. That way the Martyrs can let them have it. 4 Martyrs all together, working together, just quick succession. They can absolutely knock out those Churchills. I don't care how much armor they have. The Martyrs will pen and will take down those heavy beasts. But again, you need to screen. You need to see. So right now, that I can't believe those assault radios with AT boys, but whatever. They're the screens. Alright, slowly but surely the Martyrs are pressing in. Gets the first shot off, but there is a 6-pounder lying behind that Churchill. And the Stuart that the enemy, I guess, borrowed. Again, got put down. Oh, or the Panzer IV killed the enemy Stuart. Either way, Stuart goes down. I'm going to say it was Blue Stuart. Yeah, I think it was Blue Stuart. I don't think the Germans took another one. This blob is going in for the howitzer. Interesting strategy. Again, also interesting strategy, the blob. Allied forces once again converging on mid. But actually, we have a big armor battle on the right. Churchill definitely took hits, but they're still pretty solid. Martyrs coming in support against that Sherman, or sorry, Hellcat. Churchill coming on in, but 6-pounder's still there. And here comes possibly the deciding factor. 2 Shermans and AT focusing on the Martyrs. 1 Martyr goes down. Sherman's still in a decent state. Gonna pull back. AT's covering though. And that's a big win. Allies come in, get a quick kill, and get the hell out of there. They're low, but they can survive being low. And hopefully they can go to that repair station and get some heals. Tiger up to Vet 2, so yeah, I can't discount it. It's definitely gotten a number of good hits in. Now the British need to, of course, effectively counter that unit, and that's easier said than done. My recommendation, oh my god, why the L6s? Okay, hopefully this man's using it for scouting, I would assume, because at least what you could do is have them stationed out to support, kill infantry, and allow the armor to see, and that's not to have something that way you don't maybe need infantry, but still they have to be very risky. That's very risky because they are so weak that you want to make sure you don't throw them into the front like you're doing right now. Why are you doing this? What do you think this is going to accomplish? I'm assuming it was a misclick, because why else would you sacrifice your L6s like that? That was a complete waste. Utter waste. Because again, like we look at Rakondas, it's not something that's cheap. It's 450 manpower. And he's a Doc player. Doc doesn't have the manpower to just be like, you get the manpower, you get the manpower, everybody gets manpower. No, they don't have that. They're limited in that capacity. That's why you may see Doc players go after manpower points or focus on that maybe more than others, because they need the manpower. It genuinely does help them out. it might be every little bit helps. Artillery just smashing Rakondas, who is having, going to have no army at this point. So I don't know. Tiger though moving on in, at the very least. Again, the infantry is trying to jump between the dead tanks, but that can only survive so many hits. Artillery now hitting the Tiger. British forces pushing on in. Hopefully they can take the victory point. MG's kind of there, but they could always go a long flank. Alright, this is a big armor push, but there's plenty of AT. A lot of it bouncing, though. A lot of shots going right off the Tiger's front. There go. American losing an M16. Alright. We actually gonna lose a tank, though. That's the question. Panzer 3 is about to die again. Oh, Panzer 4, sorry. At least it survived longer than the other one. But the massive armor push just falling apart. Because all this... Wait, what happened to all the support? Well, where support should have been was not there. You had no infantry support, and that was just a big push for nothing. Truly. Churchill, by the way, 10 and 8. This Churchill's 10 and 4. We're just seeing so many kills with these Churchills. Which again, I'm assuming either sacrificed the Stuarts or... Wait, did he pull them back? No, he did not. He didn't get the withdrawal, so we lost them. Okay. But still, solid job across the board with this Brit holding the right-hand side. Left side's a little more open. Artillery drives one back, but... Again, if I'm this guy, I would keep trying to kill this stuff. Again, Churchill just blasting mid. Doing the best he can. Again, pretty solid kill count overall. And no friendlies, right? No friendlies. Good. Now kill the Gustatori. No escape. No survivors. Alrighty. We got some GGs from Unbaked. That's the American. Alright, Martyr's making a slow advance, but again, you need screening. Otherwise, you're in range. Use the Martyr's advantage in range to outshoot the Shermans and force them to come in, close the gap. But no, they're coming in right into AT lines. And, yeah. They're absolutely dying. Now, we do have some air support and infantry's pushing on in, but that's going to be short-lived. Without effective AT countermeasures, your infantry will eventually die, no matter how many kills they have. Like this squad, again, has 25 kills. Really solid stuff. This one has 18. Versatillery is doing work. They just can't do much without proper support. And I think we're about to see... Oh, my God. Plane gets one good strafe on that British Bishop, but it was not enough to turn the tide. Double checking overall damage and kills. By the way, thank you to Cheeto for submitting this replay. Very kind of you, good sir. Yeah, top damage for him. Also top infantry kills. Pretty solid stuff. That's whole squad's dead. On the Axis side, Dark Phoenix, I think, again, had the biggest army. It was pretty stable. Good kills. Actol, yeah, lost quite a bit. My God. But overall, I would say a really solid game. Truly. I didn't jump around between all the players. I could have a little bit more, but I wanted to try to keep it a little more singular focused. But overall, I think this is more of a battle of the mid. I think the Germans lacked some of the better equipment. Flak 36, again, trying to bring out something to, I don't know, maybe bring the armor alive that you killed, like the half-track earlier into the game. That stuff could help. The infantry was fine. The Versatillery was fine. I think Actol maybe blobbed a bit too much. And then Rakondas, you definitely sacrificed men for no damn reason. Where the Allies, sure, High Roller was definitely throwing away units, but Baked and Cheeto, I thought, were doing relatively good jobs keeping their stuff alive and absolutely trying to counter. Also, Dark Phoenix, I liked the half-tracks at the beginning, didn't care for the autocannons. Again, not a huge fan of them. I would have preferred the mortar half-track so you could support it with infantry pushes and really help break apart AT guns, MGs, other stuff like that. But that's me. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. It's been Greyshot17 reminding you to submit your replays in my Discord or Gmail. Make sure you like, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And again, thank you all for your support. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tony B, 95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support and helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.